Okay, so what if I told you that you could rewrite your financial future just by changing the way you write your name? Today, we're diving into this really fascinating and honestly pretty surprising connection between your handwriting, your emotions, and, yeah, your bank account.
I mean, it sounds like a pretty bold claim, doesn't it? Can the way you form your letters actually reprogram your mind for success? That's the big, provocative question we are going to unpack right now.
You see, the story really starts here, with a problem a lot of us face without even realizing it. All that unresolved emotional stress, well, it doesn't just stay in our heads. It has a sneaky way of showing up in our bank accounts, causing things like impulsive spending or just that feeling of never being able to get our finances in order.
And this isn't some niche issue, not at all. It really impacts people from every single walk of life. From teachers who are just completely burnt out to entrepreneurs whose own stress levels are directly tanking their bottom line. That link between mental health and money is everywhere.
So, what's the solution here? Well, it's a method called therapy manulis, which just means writing therapy. And this is key, this is not about just journaling your feelings. It's a really structured approach to healing that involves physically and intentionally changing the way you write letters and numbers to create a much deeper subconscious shift. And this really shows the huge difference. Traditional writing therapy is all about what you write, getting all those thoughts out on paper. This method, which is rooted in something called graphotherapy, is all about how you write. The physical act of making the letters differently, that's the tool you're using to reprogram your mind. Now, here's where it gets really, really cool. Let's talk about a concept called the money bag letters, or in Indonesian, huruf kantung uang. The idea comes from the science of graphology, and it says that the shape of certain letters is directly tied to our financial mindset. So, which letters are we talking about? It's specifically the ones with loops that dip down below the line. Your G, Y, J, and F. The goal is to consciously start reshaping those loops so they form a closed pouch or a little bag. The whole theory is that this physical practice reinforces a mindset of abundance, of holding on to resources, and of financial determination deep in your subconscious.
And get this, it's not just about money. Graphology suggests that tons of different parts of your handwriting reflect your personality. Like how long you make the bar on your T can show your willpower. Whether you close the tops of your A's and O's can signal how honest you are. Even where you put the dot on your I says something about your attention to detail.
Now, you might be thinking, this sounds like a really long process, but this whole program is actually designed to create real, noticeable change in just 30 days. It's a short, focused commitment that's all about rewiring those old habits. So the big question, does it actually work? Well, let's look at some real stories from people who have put this therapy to the test. I mean, listen to this. This is a quote from Dr. Johanna. She's a psychology lecturer and an entrepreneur. She said that after learning these techniques, she felt real, tangible improvements day by day across her entire life, spiritually, financially, and even in her physical health. That's powerful. And the results aren't just personal. This case study is incredible. It's from a school in Bandung, where a teacher used this exact therapy to help with classroom behavior. Before she started, the use of a common curse word was just constant. But after only 2 months, that habit was completely gone from the classroom. Just think about that. A huge behavioral shift that started with a simple writing practice. Okay, so you've seen the theory and you've seen the proof. The next logical question is, how can you actually get started? And the practice itself is so simple. It's literally just a 10-minute commitment, twice a day. All you do is find a quiet moment, grab a pen and paper, and just write 3 specific sentences over and over, all while consciously focusing on forming those money bag letters and any other shapes you want to change. So what are the sentences? Well, these are the 3 core affirmations. The first one is in English. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. The other 2, translated from Indonesian, basically mean every day in every way, I'm improving and continuing to be good. And now I am happy, joyful, and there's always a solution. So while your hand is doing the physical work, your mind is absorbing these incredibly positive messages. So if you take one thing away from all this, let it be this. This isn't magic. This is a physical exercise. Changing your handwriting is a tangible, physical tool you can use to literally help rewrite the neural pathways in your brain and reprogram your subconscious mind. And that kind of leaves us with this final, really powerful thought, which translates to fixing oneself is a lifelong journey. While a 30-day program can kickstart some absolutely incredible change, the real work of self-improvement, well, it never really ends. The only question is, What tools are you going to choose for your journey?